Right, good morning ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful, sunny, chilly late December morning right here, and we are ready to integrate ourselves back into the community, I feel. So, how exactly are we going to do it? Well, for about the next 2 hours, what I'm actually going to do is go on a litter route just in my home village, and it's basically as it sounds. All we're going to do is just, you see, I came prepared and stuff like that. See, I've got this nice little stick right here. I've even got some actually, there are gloves inside the gloves, by the way, so at least be protected. I've also got bin bags inside my bag right here. And the idea, if we can even fit, fill one large black bin bag just full of just junk, anything we come across, then that's a win. The idea is very, very simple, just to keep my home village nice and tidy. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll start things off. See your bin bag right here, ready? See, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. If trash is, if this is meant to be a football match, then guess what? I think they've just conceded a goal. So, what we're going to do is that we're going to potter around several locales in my home village, and we're just going to get to work. That's pretty much what it's all about. So, let's go. Okay, so you join me about 10 minutes later, and I've done part of the North Road, and the bag is starting to actually fill up quite nicely. But there is a little board ascent to stuff like this, and it is literally. See, you might be able to see right here in the shrub, maybe you can't, but there's look at the amount of just trash people just they sandwich into these into the hedges and stuff like that. Absolutely a hot spot for people to just they treat it as a bin basically, and crisp packets, empty cigarette cartons, there's all over the shop until we come in. Morning, Merry Christmas. So back to work, shall we? So you join me once again about 5 minutes later, and we're now up to the main high street. And listen, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Just empty bowls of just your nondescript vodka left beside the bin for the Salvation Army. See cigarette butts littered all over the shop, into the corners, like just over there, along the sides of the building here. You know what I mean? It's attention to detail and stuff like this, especially because just in beds like this, you can see they are almost on as far as the eye can see. And it'll probably even continue down the high street just over there. See what I mean, guys? It's called attention to detail. So let's pay attention. Hello once again. So you join me 20 minutes later, and I have been stuck at the back of Ponteland Social Club for about 10 minutes because I'm not joking when I say, honestly, I know it looks a little bit cleaner right now, but I'm telling you right now, as far as the eye can see about 10 minutes ago, there was just garbage everywhere. Cigarette butts, broken pieces of glass, those refillable vape tubes and stuff like that. An entire, the stupid little vape machines and stuff like that. As soon as you peel back the surface of just, of the leaves and stuff like that, you could just see it. It sticks out like a sore thumb, and well, I'm about 3/4 of my way through this part, I guess you could say. Still a lot more to go, but it's incredible, isn't it? You don't have to peel back the surface too hard just to see that just people would rather just throw it away than just get rid of it properly. Ah well, I'll report back to you shortly. You rejoin our heroes just a couple of minutes later, where after... And listen, I'm going to have to also be a little bit frank about just the things I've managed to find. The little, about like 5 stub ends of those stupid little plastic fireworks. I don't even know you can even afford to get away with selling them that small. They're basically projectiles, if we're being completely honest. So I managed to get those put away. There's been 3 empty bottles that I've managed to also find just lying around in the grass. Managed to put those away. Little chips of broken glass that I had to use my gloves for to get in. Some have been completely perfectly fine bottles of unopened Coke and stuff like that. I've also had to chuck away. About a couple dozen cigarette ends, and that's all I can think of at the moment, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go all the way to the bottom of the high street, just down there. We're going to go probably as far as, I'm going to say, Sainsbury's. It's about a quarter of a mile away, and we're going to continue to do this until our bag is full. So let's keep going. One man's trash and all that. Okay, so you join me once again about another 20 or so minutes later. We're just about halfway to Sainsbury's, by the way. Just what we're going to do is that we're going to do one side of the street, and then we're going to sort of like come back the other way in on ourselves, and we should be all right. There is, however, one thing I want to draw your guys' attention to, and I'll just showcase to you very quickly. You see, I'm on the bridge right now, and what you're taking a look at is, I think you can even see if there's whether or not some residue in there, but this is not the first packet I've found on this bridge. And yeah, that's a little bit concerning that I've managed to find that. Now, I don't really need... Now listen, I know what goes on and stuff like that. I don't really need to share exactly, you know, what those are for. However, again, there's kids walking about, and I can see at least another 2 just on this bridge right now. So yeah, that's something to keep your eye on, I guess. Right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, so you join me 30 minutes later, and we've actually made it to Sainsbury's, just over my shoulder. Now we're going to head back, and we're going to go as far as Waitrose, and we're going to go for more litter to pick up. And so what do I think of it so far? Because it's currently 20 past 11 in the morning. Let me tell you guys exactly what I think of what's happened so far. Because I've actually been talking to a few locals and stuff like that, and they were very, very pleased and actually a little bit surprised about somebody even coming out to do this sort of thing at all. And I say in all that is that because Ponteland's reputation for being quite middle class is, you would assume would be very, very clean, but you'd only have to peel back the surface even just a little bit, and well, it speaks for itself, and we're not quite done yet. Hello and welcome back. So you join me again 15 minutes later, and I think this is where I think we're calling it now, because what's it gone now? We've been out now for about 100 minutes, and this is the fruit of our labours after... It's about just a little over halfway full. And I think for what we've done so far, I think that's a good start. Of course, the next big task, well, before we do that, let's do the next really easy task. The fruit of our labours, and ready for it. Ready. I have to put this down, actually. I didn't think about this halfway through. There we are. You see, without wanting to sound a little bit smug and all that, that wasn't particularly a very difficult exercise, really. You just get rid of your junk, and it's as simple as that. So, with all that being said, what I think I might possibly be up to is that I might do the similar route tomorrow, the one we've just done. I might even go as far as maybe going halfway up Darris Hall Estate. Because, you never know, guys. You don't know. Most of the trash we've had to pick up has largely been cigarette ends, but there has been like a few cans, a few loose pieces of plastic and paper and stuff like that. Still, with that being said, it's been done. I'm gonna go home, wash my hands, and hopefully we'll be back out early tomorrow, and hopefully for even longer. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Oh, and also, if the opportunity arises itself, I might even go further afield, and I might go to Kenton Bar, Cowgate, Walker, Biker, Wallsend, Blythe, just to do a little bit of picking up there, because you never know what sort of what you might find. One man's trash and all that.